I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at the Wsky lantern. This is a really great lantern designed for camping or for use during a power outage. And I actually got one. You can get it on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. It's about $15 for this. I got one in advance of the Public Safety Power Shutoff here in California. And when we did lose power, it was actually super helpful to have this lantern around the house. And I think it's a great example of a product that's pretty inexpensive. But it has a lot of really great features packed into it, and it gets really good reviews online, which is how I chose it. And I think it does really, live up to what people say about it. So, first principles. One thing that's great here: this doesn't use sort of C batteries or any kind of replaceable battery where you'd have to keep replacing it like a lot of the kind of camping lanterns or power outage lanterns out there. Instead, it has its own built-in battery, and it recharges via a USB port on the back. So you can plug this in. And that's great because you can plug it in and charge it up under normal situations. You can also plug it into, for example, a Renogy solar panel and charge it using that. So you can charge up the internal battery, and you're not having to constantly replace C batteries or D batteries or anything. And also, because I think it's a lithium battery in there, you get a lot more battery life out of that. So just less expensive to operate and easy to charge that, even off of a solar panel if you have one. So you charge it up in advance, and then you've got the lantern. And a couple of things just to note here. Neat little features. So it's got these sort of wings that fold off the side, and that way you can hang it on something. So this could be a tent, it could be a door handle or something in your house during a power outage, or obviously you can just sit on a surface. And then a nice little bonus feature is that it actually has magnets on the bottom. So if you're using this in a kitchen, for example, during a power outage, you can actually stick it to your fridge. I'm going to show you can stick it to any kind of metallic surface, and it's just super easy to have that as a light that you can just throw into anything around your house or in a tent and that kind of thing. If you have any kind of metallic surface, if you're camping, you could stick it to your car, for example. Just a neat little extra bonus feature that I didn't even know it had. Now, the first part of this, there's these lights on top. So you can press this button here, and that's going to turn on this more directional light. So this is if you're walking around at night and you want to light up the area in front of you, you can hold it like a flashlight and light up the area, right in front of you. And again, this is more directed. It's an LED or a couple of LEDs, and it's got this lens that magnifies it. So you get a pretty bright directed light coming out of that. Press it again, shuts that off. So you can see now we go into the other setting. So this is a blinking safety light. So this would be, if your car broke down at night, you wanted to put this on the side so people could see you coming. The next press is going to go off again, and then bring this light back on. So you can cycle through, and then you can keep pressing and you'll get to this setting, which is actually an SOS setting. So it's blinking out in Morse code SOS. So you could use this, if you were stuck in the woods or camping or something and you got into a crisis and you wanted to signal SOS to search parties or anybody, in a survival kind of situation. Obviously, you don't want to, if you don't know what this is, you don't want to leave this on and signal that because people might think you're in a serious crisis. Maybe you just wanted to have a safety light for your car or something. But it is a nice capability to add that in if you ever were in a really, bad survival situation and you wanted to signal to a plane overhead or something, then this will blink out SOS for you automatically. So we can press this button again, and it's a nice rubberized button. So this is probably, I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it's probably fairly water resistant. And then I think the sort of core part of this, though, is that you can open the top up. And it's a little challenging to do this with one hand, but I'll show you. You open this up and slide the top up. Let me pause it for you. So you can see with that fully open, it's actually really easy to slide. I'm just doing this one-handed. Then you get this extremely bright line of LEDs on the inside, and it's got a reflector around the bottom and around each of the LEDs, so it becomes this diffuse lantern that you can use to light up a whole room during a power outage, to light up a tent or a campsite at night. And I think that's sort of the core feature. And I love that this is designed so when you open it, it automatically turns the light on, and when you close it, it turns it off again. So it's so easy if it's the middle of the night or the power goes out and you're sort of fumbling around in the dark. You just open this up, the light immediately comes on, and then when you're done using it, you just close it and the light goes off again. So, again, I think this is a great example of a product that's perfect for power outage. It's great to have in your emergency kit for an earthquake or another public safety power shutoff, or just for day to day. It's great for camping or anything where you need to be lighting up an area at night. And then you've got the flashlight, the hazard lights, and then also this nice diffuse lantern. And I love that you can also charge it using just USB, so you could plug it into a car charger, or plug it into your cell phone charger, or even power it off of a solar panel like I do with my Renogy solar panels. So great product for only about $15. If you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.